Hello, this is Shweta. I am a fashion designer and pattern making coach. Welcome to my channel Silhouette Sutra. At Silhouette Sutra, we discuss all about fashion, fashion styling, and fashion pattern making. Today, at the second episode of Silhouette Sutra, I am going to walk you through a tool called Point in Seamly 2D. This is the most fundamental basic tool for pattern making. All our patterns will start with the point tool. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see on your screen, this is Seamly 2D window. But as you know from last episode, this is not an active window. To activate a window, we have to open a new file. There are multiple ways to open a new file in Seamly 2D. First, you can click here on new and your new file will be open. Another way is you click on this file menu and click on new button. Third option is simple. You can press Command N on your MacBook or Control N on your Windows and new file will be open. When you open a Command N on MacBook or new from your menu, this pop-up will appear. This is asking for your draft block name. You can give any name of your choice. Second thing, it is asking for units. Mostly we use inches in India, but for demonstration purpose I am sticking with centimeters only and I click OK. Now my window is active. This point has appeared. This is base point of my draft block 1. Whenever we do manual pattern making also, we start with one point and all other points are with reference to that point. Similarly in Seamly 2D also, this is the starting point. All other point will come with reference to this point. In other words, we can say this is the base point of our draft. Now today I am going to discuss some of the point tools. So first tool is simple point. When we want to take next point, length and angle from this point, I can click on this. So first I'll click on this point and I'll take my mouse anywhere and click. I can click anywhere. But if I want a straight line, which is, so I'll hold down the shift key. Now I can move with the 45-degree angle. So if I release the shift key, I can move freely around at any angle. So I'll click here. When I click, again this pop-up will come. This pop-up will come after each tool. So again it is asking from my point name. Currently I am going with the name A1, but if you are making pattern, you have to change the name. We discuss how to name our points when we make actual pattern. But for today I am sticking with A1. Again it is showing my base point, which is A. I can change this base point any time, but we are not going there today. We are going simply learning the tool today. Again it is showing the length. I can stick with length 7 cm. Again it is asking for angle. We can give any angle of our choice. Today I am going with 90 degree. After that it is showing the attributes like color, line type and line weight, which we can change when we will make actual pattern. Today I am clicking OK. So my point A1 has appeared. As you can see on property editor, it is showing my new point, properties of my new point. So for this point A1, my base point is A, its length is 7 cm, its angle is 90. Again this formula thing is coming, we'll come to it little later in our next episode. For now we'll stick to it. Again it is color, line type, etc. So all properties of this point A1 will appear on this property editor. Now we'll move on to our next tool, which is point on line. So basically what this tool will do, a point will appear on this line. So what I'll do, I'll click here, I'll select this point first and then second point. As I click on second point, again pop-up will come. So first it is giving the next point which we are taking in the middle of point line A and A1. So point name will be A2. My starting point, first point is A1, which means whatever distance I'll take, it will measure it from point A1. Let's say I'll take 4 centimeters and I'll click OK. So this point A2 has come. It is at the 4 centimeter distance from A1. I'll show you this once again. If I want to undo anything on Mac, I'll press Command Z. On Windows, I'll press Control Z. Again, I'll press on this tool. This time, I'll press this A point first and A1 at second time. Now, my first point is A and second point is A1. Now, if I press 4 here and press OK, this point will appear at the 4 centimeter distance from my point A. Okay, so again we undo this and I'll move on to next tool, which is the midpoint on line. So we can make a point at the middle of any line. So again I'll pick on this tool. I'll select A1 and A. Again pop-up will come. It is showing the name of the point, my first point, second point, and whatever the length is divided by 2, point will come at that distance. I'll press OK. So the point A2 came from 3.5 centimeter distance from my first point, which was A1. You can see all this property here. See the length 3.5. But this tool can be used by multiple ways. I'll show you how. So first we'll undo this and I'll come back to this tool again. This time I'll press first A, second A1. Again pop-up will come. Now instead of dividing it by 2, I'll divide it by 4 and I'll press OK. Now you can see this is the 1.75 distance from my point A because I have selected this first. So you can divide it by 6, 7, 8, whatever number you want, and you can take point at that distance. Isn't it useful? Okay, we'll move on to next. First I'll undo this point. Next is perpendicular on line. So basically what we can do, we can make perpendicular on any given line. So I'll click here. Again I'll select my first point and second point. My perpendicular will come on my first point. As I selected A1 as a first point, my perpendicular is coming from here. It is asking for length again. I can give the 4 length. It is asking for rotation. For now, let's stick to 0, 0 and OK. So you can see this perpendicular has come on line A1, perpendicular A1 and A2 has appeared. Now I can show you the rotation. So again I'll do Command Z, undo this. I can come back again on this. This time I'll select A first and then A1, and this rotation has come. You can see if I selected the A point first, now my rotation is going in the other direction. So I'll give the length again 4. I can change the rotation to 180 degree and I'll press OK. So my direction has changed. Okay. So next move on to another tool, which is the angle bisector. This is the tool. on bisector. So I'll click here. Again I'll click on 3 points. In this case I need to select 3 points because we are bisecting an angle, and we can simply give the length of my bisector. I'll select 5. So this angle bisector has appeared. So that's how you can take the angle bisector. I think I'll end today's video for now. We'll discuss the remaining tool in our next episode. Bye bye. See you soon.